This time on GN, we'll take a look at an emerging technology, celebrate the winners of the Eagles Got Talent show,
and see the Golden Eagle track and field team in action.
GN starts now. Welcome back, Golden Eagles. I'm Janessa Baza.
And I'm Nicholas Rigmaiden. Welcome to our last GEN for the class of 2021. So this is your last time as an anchor?
It is. But the show must go on, and we are currently looking for next year's anchors. I'll be a bit sad to leave this seat, but well, I'm excited to move on to the next chapter in my life.
Now that things are opening back up, we can all get back to normal.
That's true. You know, some people are having a more difficult time moving on than others. DHS's Golden Counselors are ready to help if you are interested or in need of some assistance. Some of the topics they will work on are how to address stress, developing empathy, relationship skills, and responsible decision making. You can sign up in your class's Google Classroom. The next sessions are offered on Wednesdays from 2 to 3.
There's a lot of stress in the world right now, and it can be overwhelming at times. It's good to know that the support is there. Some of us need support, and some of us can offer support to others. Nichelle has a few ideas about ways to reach out. Also, just in case you missed the Eagles Got Talent show, we have the results and a few highlights.
The month of May is finally here, which means it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, a time to celebrate all Asian cultures and traditions. With the recent rise of Asian American hate crimes in the United States due to the COVID-19 virus, it is important that we show the Asian community as much support as we can this month. Here's a few ways you can support the Asian community this month. One way you can show your support to the Asian community this month is by visiting your local Asian-owned business. Many local businesses in Desert Hot Springs have been affected by the pandemic, and many were forced to close down. So next time you're craving something like Vietnamese food or something new, try an Asian-owned business. Another way of showing support this month is by offering support through donations and signing petitions. Thousands of petitions have been made to push for change and get justice for the hundreds of Asian lives we have lost due to racist attacks. You can find these petitions on change.org and searching up topics like Stop Asian Hate. The last and most important way to support Asian Americans this month is to stay educated. Being an ally to marginalized communities means learning about their history and struggles with racism and microaggressions. Staying educated on the Asian American history and their experiences in the United States makes you a better ally to the community and is the best way to show support to the community during this month. While the Asian American and Pacific Islander month is only during the month of May, that doesn't mean these methods of support cannot be used throughout the entire year. Being an ally to the Asian community means to show your support throughout the entire year, not just one month and not when it's conventional to you. Stay safe, Golden Eagles, and happy Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
COVID-19 has prevented many school events. The annual Eagles Got Talent show was held online. On May 1st, the event produced by ASB premiered, showcasing the incredible talents found at Desert Hot Springs High School. The broadcast was hosted by Ramon Salado and Roxana Romo and featured performances from students and even Desert Hot Springs High School staff, along with the class dances. Dr. Coda, Nurse Tommy, Dr. Velasquez, and Miss Everett judged the event. The broadcast included the submissions by students along with reactions from the judges. There were a total of 7 submissions for the talent show and 3 class dances, with the freshmen and sophomores doing a duo performance. The submissions included singing, skateboarding, dancing, and saxophone playing. Although there were many great submissions, there could only be 1 winner and 3 on the podium. For the class dances, the juniors received 3rd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you.
Freshman and sophomore classes got 2nd.
What's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? I'm going crazy now.
And first place for the class dances were the seniors. And for the talent submissions, Dominic and Renee singing Just the Two of Us came in 3rd.
It all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind When I think of you sometime, I wanna spend some time with you.
The group in the dance Bio Folklorico in second. And in first place, we have the skate group. Congratulations to the winners and thank you to everyone who participated. Full coverage of the event is available on the USB YouTube channel.
That looked like fun. Did you watch the premiere?
I did. It's the first time they did a virtual talent show, but it allowed some talents to enter that otherwise may not have been possible. Can you imagine someone doing an ollie on a stage?
No, I can't. In other news, the Real Academy attended their annual Kidwind competition. Despite being in distance learning, the planning team managed to engineer a wind farm that includes 5 turbine sites. Junior Salvador Mesa, George Loretto, Savannah Uribe Lescure, Natalie Reynolds Sachs, and David Means tied for first place overall and will be advancing to the national competition.
What is Kidwind?
Kidwind is an engineering competition where students study power technology, design wind turbines, and present them to judges. They are competing for high efficiency, who can get the most power output from their design. Freshmen William Estrada, Gabriel Amansa, and Caleb Herbst took 4th place overall and had the highest power output.
That's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations to the competitors. The Golden Eagles have had a series of successes. Our boys' varsity soccer team not only made it to CIF, but they made history when they defeated Desert Mirage on May 4th, bringing their record to 13-0-1 and becoming league champions. Saturday the 16th, they defeated Beverly Hills right here on our home field 2-0. Halfway through the game, the score was tied at 0, but they scored 2 in the final half. Congratulations to our awesome, hardworking Golden Eagles soccer team and their coaches for a historic season. Desert Hot Springs High School hosted Coachella Valley last week at the track meet. Here's what happened.
On Tuesday, May 4th, the Golden Eagles hosted Coachella Valley High School in a track and field meet, where our students competed neck-to-neck for the win. There were 15 events, male and female. The score was 7-7 and 3-10. Every student ran, jumped, and threw the hardest they could. We even managed to get a word from our competitors and also a quick word from the coaches.
And I run the mile, 800, and the 2 mile. I feel like I did pretty good considering it's a hot day. We all did good today. I feel like my 2 miles can still be better, but if you believe you can do it, you can do it.
How do you feel about the rival school?
And they're a fast school. They provided a good competition for us today. They are very fast, and we all did good today.
I'm from Coachella Valley, and I run the 100 and 200 meter sprints.
Okay.
I feel like I could do a little better because my first time back out since like 2 years. So I need to work more and try to get better, you know? But just keep.
This season, the person who improved the most, I would have to say, is Rafael. He stepped up a lot in many ways. His time is increasing every single time he's running. He's getting better overall. It went just about how I expected it. We stole a few first places, which is honestly really good. Santiago did amazing today. For him to run the 2 mile and then right after run the 4x4, that's honestly really tough. So I tip my hat off to him. He did a great job today.
Today I did the 1600 meter, the 800 meter, the 3200 meter, and the 4x400. I think I did pretty well. I did recover from shin splints not too long ago, so pretty well. I was going off of pure adrenaline when my teammates were cheering me on, helping me out too. Overall, I think who improved the most would be Evan Poor and Joseph.
That's all from me. I'm Dave Montes reporting for GEN.
Calling all Golden Eagles. Do you have school spirit?
You're watching the best local sports show with Lincoln Taylor.
Do you like to get loud?
D-H-S. D. Here we go, H.
Or maybe you like to dance. Then come try out for cheer. Join our Google Classroom for more information.
Janessa, was that you I saw on the spot for cheer?
Yes. Sadly, I'm also saying goodbye to cheer as I graduate. And graduation is just around the corner. Seniors picked up their cap and gown orders last week at a drive-thru on campus. The line was long but moved fast. The mood wasn't as festive as last year, but this year, seniors will get an in-person graduation. Graduation will be held on June 3rd at 7 p.m. in the Golden Eagle Stadium. Each senior gets 4 tickets for family members.
That's good news for families. How will they get their tickets?
Tickets will be distributed on June 2nd at graduation rehearsal only. Rehearsal is a requirement of participating, so everyone who will be walking must be in the gym at 9:30 in the morning on June 2nd. That's when tickets will be handed out.
Will there still be a virtual graduation this year?
Yes, virtual graduation will take place on June 4th at 6 p.m. right here on the Golden Eagle Network.
Virtual graduation allows families from all over the world to watch.
It's true. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a virtual reality graduation?
Ah yes, VR. It has come a long way. In fact, we have a segment on VR today. Let's take a look.
This is virtual reality, and I'm in a virtual world that's fully digital and real time. You may ask, what tool am I using to enter this world? Well, it's a $300 headset by Oculus, which is a virtual reality company that's been around for a few years now. And currently, with tons of headsets being sold daily, virtual reality is more big than it's ever been. And all of this is decades of work accumulating into what you see now. But back in those days, virtual reality was never as good or as successful as it is now.
Come into my world, John. Linked by a computer that tracks our individual motions, Waldron and I are now both inside the same electronic world.
Even car designers could test drive new models before committing themselves to the real thing.
It was failure after failure, until one day Oculus started a Kickstarter in 2012 to release their first VR headset. And after that, they gained tons of supporters, so they started releasing prototypes, and eventually, on March 28, 2016, the Oculus Rift was released. With many companies soon joining after, the VR industry finally started looking up, and the stuff we have now totally outweighs anything from 5 years ago. For instance, when the Oculus first released, the only way to use it was with a really long wire attached to you and a high-spec gaming PC. Now we have fully wireless headsets with strong CPUs and controllers that have haptics and motion sensors. But even with all this cool tech releasing monthly, one problem seems to be on every user's mind: privacy, especially for Oculus users. You see, Facebook bought Oculus back in 2014, and seeing Facebook's track record recently, it can be pretty alarming considering all these headsets have mics and camera tracking. And with some headsets not turning off unless you unplug them, it has a lot of people nervous. It's also thought that Facebook may try to start a monopoly on the VR market, making it impossible for new competitors to step in. But so far, the only offense they have made is requiring the creation of a Facebook account to use the Oculus services. So this all seems recreational. What are the practical uses of VR? Well, there's actually a good amount, like military and medical training on the cheap, also education, and modeling. The list is really never ending right now. But the practical uses are kind of in their infancy right now, so mainly it's used for video games. Virtual reality has blown up this past year thanks to the release of the Quest 2, a fully capable wireless and PC headset that's half the price of the original Rift. In the beginning, VR definitely seemed like something for the 1%, but more and more, it's becoming more accessible to the public, and it's only going to grow more. And this information is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many opportunities with virtual reality and more that are yet to come.
Because of COVID-19, the progression of Drumline has stopped, but now they are back for rehearsals to prepare for upcoming events and future goals to compete.
So the first time joining Drumline, it was a bit scary, and but once you get into it and used to it and you come to the practices, they just become more easier.
What I enjoy most about Drumline is spending time with friends and sharing our passion over drums and music.
I don't think you need to know music to join Drumline because you don't need to worry because we can teach you.
If you like to join Drumline, contact your counselor or even the band director, Mr. Ingleson.
Okay, turn in. And we're done. Hello, my name is Edith Ortega, and this is a goodbye to the seniors. Well, won't you look at that? Just too soon to be graduates looking straight at each other. We know, I know, it wasn't our greatest years, but it had to end someday. And that someday is up to date. Our 4 best years of our lives has finally came to an end. Half of it was good, and then half of it was Now we're heading to the next big chapter of our lives. I know it may not sound exciting, but the day had to finally come. But it's okay. We were expecting this, and everything will be A-okay. So no worries, my soon-to-be graduates. Life will be good if you make the best out of it. Alright, my beautiful seniors. To wrap this up, all I wanted to say was a very big goodbye. I congratulate each and one of you for seriously making it this far with all this pandemic work and a very heavy year. I'm very, very proud of every single one of you, and I just wanted to wish you all a very good luck with everything you do, and I hope to see you accomplish all your dreams. We are the future. And this is Edith Ortega signing out of GEN.
Nobody say, nobody well, pick me up where golden hair. Say, tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody well, I would like to hold my little one. I would like to hold my little one.
Hey, is that a VR set?
Yeah, I'm looking for a good place for graduation.
Can I see it?
In a minute.
I don't think VR has come far enough to hold a graduation in virtual reality.
It actually has, but everyone have to have one of these.
Yeah, that's not an option.
Not an option yet.
Can I see it now?
Don't you want to say your goodbyes to everyone for the last time?
Oh yes. I want to start by congratulating the class of 2021. We did it. We all have had a year like no other, and now our high school memories are slowly coming to an end. I want to start by thanking my PSA teachers, admin, and my coaches for encouraging me to always do better. Becoming a GN anchor is something that I never thought I would be doing, but I want to say thank you to Miss O'Neill for giving me this opportunity. It was such an unforgettable experience, and I'm super happy that I got to be a part of it with such talented people. I finally want to say thank you to my family and friends for motivating me and being a support system throughout these 4 years.
While we were saying goodbye, we want to say thank you Santino, Nichelle, Daniel, and you, Janessa, for your contributions to GEN these past years. Be sure to tune into our last episode of the year on June 3rd.
And be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when a new episode is ready. That's all we have for you this time. I'm Janessa Baza.
And I'm Nicholas Rigmaiden.
And
we're signing out for GEN.